Today we're making a table centre for a wedding, and congratulations to my subscriber Susan. The wedding's a few months off yet, it's this autumn. However, we thought we'd crack on and get some bits made. Now, her main colour for the wedding is white, and she likes very pastel pale colours, so that's what we will be including. And what I've got here is some Apex High Gloss, which as usual I stirred too fast, so it's filled up with bubbles, but anyway, there we are. And we're going to look for shades of white, basically. Now, the first layer that I'm going to put in will be mostly clear, just with a little bit of this glitter. Look at that. And then we will fade through various whites. Isn't that pretty? And I do want the layers to fade, so I will be adding the next colour before this one is fully cured. So hopefully, I'm trying to get this down into the head of the swan here. The glitter, by the way, is called Soulful, and it is from Create and Bloom. The Create and Bloom glitter range is just to die for, it really is. Now hopefully this will go all around the top of the swan's wings as well. Just letting it run around. And then our next colour will be going in when this is only kind of partially cured. So I will be back in probably just a couple of hours to put the next layer in. Right, and I'm back. It's only been about an hour, but that should have given time for the resin to have thickened up a bit. As you can see, I've got a bit left over, so I popped it in this sparkly fish mould. And the next layer then will be, first of all, a couple more drips in the fish. Might as well finish him off. There we are. So the next layer will be the 80 Mesh Super Sparkle White. And I'm going to put quite a bit. And I am hoping that that will mingle a little bit with the first layer. But not too much, so you can still see the glitter. So this 80 Mesh, it's almost like a glitter look that doesn't sink. You can get it almost completely white if you try hard enough, put absolutely tons in. But I didn't want to do that here, so I want it still to be translucent, just with a load of sparkle. And then I'll be back in another hour to fill the rest up. And I think I want a little bit more of that, so I'll just mix up a bit more, top that up another little bit. But again, I'll only be leaving it an hour because I do want it to mingle, but not completely. As usual, I'll put links for everything that I'm using down in the video description below. Don't forget, I've got a 20% discount on the Into Resin moulds, both for their regular range and for these high-end handmade crystal ones. So 20% worth having, isn't it? The glitter, as I said, is from Create and Bloom, and the Super Sparkle White, both grades that we'll be using today, are actually from my mini scenes store. So we'll put the links for those for you down in the video description too. And I've just restocked, so I have got quite a good stash of that in at the moment. Back in probably, I don't know, an hour, a couple of hours, something like that. See you later. Okay, so I forgot to press record, but all I've done is mixed up the 200 mesh powder and put that in. It looks like all the bubbles are coming out. I've got a bit left over, so I chucked it in this mould, which needs a darn good clean. And that's it. So the layer that was below it, I can see that the glitter has mixed a little bit, and so it won't be a sort of a severe line. And as I've only left it an hour, the layer of resin below this has only firmed up a bit as well. So we should get a soft line, maybe a bit of blending. And in this layer, I've put the 200 mesh Super Sparkle White. Now, if anybody wants some of this, I've got both the 200 mesh and the 80 mesh in 5g and 10g bottles. If you needed a larger amount, just let me know and we can talk about it. Just drop me an email from my store, which is Mini Scenes GB. And this glitter, as I said, that is from Create and Bloom, and there's 10g in that little pot, and that's available in store at Create and Bloom. Now, right, I will see you later, and we'll demold this and decide whether we need to add any more embellishments. I am actually wondering whether a really tiny butterfly. There's a point. What about one of this mould needs cleaning too? But what about one of these? So we could embellish, couldn't we? We could add a little bit to it. This is another one of the Into Resin moulds. I'm a bit addicted to their crystal moulds, you may have noticed. Don't forget, as I'm an ambassador for Into Resin, I think there's only 2 of us still. Michelle at Glitz and Glitter is the other one. Then we are both doing regular giveaways with the sponsorship of Into Resin. They're providing us with some wonderful moulds and things for our prize draws. So do keep an eye on this channel. and on Michelle's. Do subscribe to both, please, because that gives you 2 chances to win one of these spectacular moulds every month. In fact, this one has gone out as a prize on both of our channels this very month. Right, I'll see you later then, folks. Okay, next morning and the sun's out, as you can see. I've already got the little butterflies out. Let's get them in the sun so that you can see the sparkle. She says, find a patch of sun. There's a patch of sun. I'll zoom you in a bit. There. How's that? We have sparkle. Nice, isn't it? So one of these, I think this one probably will be the embellishment on the swan. We'll see. Right, the other thing I wanted to demould while I'm zoomed in is the fish. And don't forget, I just put a bit of that glitter in this one. But it is the crystal version of this fish mould from Into Resin. Look at the sparkle all over there. Can you see? All over my mat. Isn't he gorgeous? And that was just a tiny touch of glitter in a crystal finish mould. There it is, look. Needs to clean. But look, you can see all the crystallisation inside. Easiest way to clean these moulds, by the way. You don't want to use alcohol on them or baby wipes. That doesn't do them a lot of good either. Just pick the resin off and then I'll get a bit of tape to get the last bit off. Just a bit of sticky tape. Oh, let's start demoulding this guy. Oh, better zoom you back out, hadn't I? Sorry about the freaky shadows. I really should shut my blind, but it always seems a shame to shut the sun out. While I'm demoulding this, I've been asked a lot lately for more on mould making. What sort of things would you like me to do, people? I do requests. I fancy doing, for a start, some moulds off this little frog. So it's like make frog fairy lights. So I thought I might do that. What do you think? That's a starter for 10. Anything else you would like, though? I warn you now, if you get this mould, it is a bit of a devil to demould. So you get it flipped backwards. It's very soft silicone. There we go. And here he comes. It's very soft silicone, so once you actually get it going, it does come out quite easily. And there's a little slot for where the neck is, so that pulls out easily too. You just have to be careful not to get bubbles in his neck. Oh, look. So it's done what I hoped. We've got the glitter's gone into the points. It's sank as glitter does. We've then got the 80 mesh super sparkle white, giving it all that shimmer. And then down the bottom, I think I should have done that a little bit sooner, actually. That had obviously solidified. This side's gone better. It obviously solidified a bit more than I intended. I wanted the 200 mesh super sparkle white to blend in a bit more. But I think overall, I'm rather pleased with that. I think I like it as it is, actually. But what we will do is put one of the little butterflies. Actually, now I've got them out, I'm thinking differently. This one, which was a bit thinner, maybe. Although I don't know. And I just want to stick it. Which one? I don't know, is that going to spoil it? I mean, I could stick crystals around and things too, but I just think it's really nice as it is. You need to file the bottom off, and I'll put some little stoppers on the bottom, you know, the little rubber bungs to stop it scratching the tables. We need 10 of these. So I think I'll just carry on and make them like this. I think that's rather lovely. I'll get it out in the sun for you. If you like this video, folks, there's another one coming up here that I'm sure you're going to like next, so I'll see you over there. Don't forget the discount codes for the moulds, the resin, and the links for the sparkly stuff as well. They're all down in the video description below. And Kermit is all ready for the sun. He's got his sunglasses back on, so I'll see you for the next one.